Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wealthy Life, a channel for your personal growth, awakening, and financial wisdom. Have you ever been hurt more deeply by words than by actions? Have you ever replayed a single sentence in your head for weeks, months, or even years, long after the person who said it already forgotten? If so, you already know the truth. Words are not just sound in the air. They are weapons, capable of healing or destroying. But why do words cut so deeply? Why can a casual insult from a stranger or a careless remark from a loved one leave scars that never fully fade? And more importantly, if language can wound, can it also be turned into a force for healing and strength? Let's dive into hidden psychology, history, and stories that reveal the shocking power of words and how we can use them more wisely. Why words hurt more than we realize. Sticks and stones may break our bones, but words shape our identity. Bones heal with time, but words can alter the way we see ourselves forever. The tongue has the power of life and death. Neuroscience shows that the brain reacts to verbal rejection in the same way it reacts to physical pain. The same pain centers light up, which explains why insults can feel like a punch in the gut. Words literally change our body's chemistry, raising stress hormones, tightening muscles, and leaving a lingering ache in our chest. That's why a teacher's harsh, "You'll never amount to anything," can silence a child's potential for decades. Or why a parent's dismissive "stop crying, you're too sensitive," can convince a child that their emotions are shameful, pushing them to bury feelings instead of expressing them. Words become inner voices. The cruelest part? Long after the speaker forgets, the listener continues repeating those sentences to themselves. Let me share two quick stories from history, literature, and real life that highlight how words can either crush or lift up. Story 1. Winston Churchill's defiance. During World War II, when Britain was under constant bombardment, morale was low. Many believed defeat was inevitable. But then Winston Churchill delivered his famous speech. "We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall never surrender." Those words didn't change the battlefield, but they changed the spirit of a nation. Soldiers and citizens alike felt hope burning again. Words became a shield stronger than steel. Story 2. The Little Girl and the Teacher. There's a famous story of a struggling student who was once labeled slow by most of her teachers. But one teacher told her, "You are brilliant. You just learn differently." That child grew up to be Dr. Temple Grandin, one of the world's leading animal scientists and an outspoken advocate for autism. One sentence shifted the course of her entire life. These stories remind us that every word we speak is either a spark or a dagger. If we know words can hurt so much, why do people use them recklessly or worse, deliberately as weapon? 1. People who feel powerless often attack others with language because it's the easiest way to assert control. Bullies use words to make others small, so they can feel bigger. 2. Many don't realize the weight of their words. A sarcastic joke, a thoughtless criticism, it might feel light to the speaker, but heavy to the listener. 3. Some cultures normalize harsh language as tough love or discipline, forgetting that it can crush creativity and self-worth. This is why homes, classrooms, and workplaces sometimes feel more like battlegrounds than safe havens. How to defend yourself against the poison of words. Here's the truth. You can't always control what others say, but you can control how much power you give their words. Step 1. Pause before absorbing. When someone says something hurtful, don't let it instantly define you. Pause. Ask, is this statement true? Or is it just a reflection of their pain, anger, or ignorance? Not every arrow needs to pierce your skin. Some you can let drop to the ground. Step 2. Build a shield of self-affirmation. Fill your mind with stronger, positive words before the world throws negativity at you. Affirmations may sound cliché, but repeated daily, they rewrite your inner voice. Instead of carrying "I'm not good enough," you replace it with "I am capable. I am growing. I am worthy." Step 3. Respond with conscious power. You don't need to fight venom with venom. Sometimes silence is the most powerful response. Other times, a calm but firm statement, "That may be your opinion, but it is not my truth," can dismantle an attacker's power. Step 4. Choose your tribe. Surround yourself with people who use words to build, not break. Over time, Encouraging voices can drown out the old echoes of criticism. How to use words to heal and empower others. If words can destroy, they can also resurrect. Each of us holds that power daily. Here's how. Speak life into others. Compliment effort, not just results. Tell your friend, I admire how hard you're working, instead of staying silent. Like what Buddha said, better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. Practice mindful language. Ask yourself, will the sentence plant doubt or courage? Before criticizing, frame it with care. Here's what you did well, and here's how it could be even better. Replace labels with possibilities. Instead of saying, you're lazy, try, I see your potential, but I know you can push further. Labels lock people, possibilities free them. One of the greatest gifts you can give someone is a sentence they replay in their mind for years. Not a wound, but a source of strength. Raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. In today's digital world, words travel faster and wider than ever before. A single tweet can ruin a career. A cruel comment under a video can push someone into depression. Cyberbullying has become one of the greatest threats to young people's mental health. But the same platforms can also be used for empowerment. One encouraging comment, one kind message can pull someone back from the edge. The question is, will we be careless or conscious with our keyboards? Here's the twist. Most of us underestimate how powerful our own words are. We remember the daggers thrown at us, but forget the ones we've thrown at others, sometimes jokingly, sometimes in anger. Think back. Is there someone you hurt with a sentence you've forgotten, but they still remember? Words are like seeds, whether we mean them or not. They grow in the soil of someone's heart, which means every day, in every conversation, we're planting something. The question is, are we planting weeds or are we planting flowers? So let me ask you again. Have you ever been more wounded by words and actions? If so, you've already tasted the destructive power. But now you also know their healing potential. The next time you're about to speak in anger, pause. Imagine your words echoing in someone's head 10 years later. Will they hear a dagger or a lifeline? Because language is never neutral. It is either hurting or healing, killing or giving life. And the choice is always yours. What if I told you that some of the most successful leaders in history didn't win with money, power, or violence, but with nothing more than carefully chosen words? In our next video, we'll explore the exact speeches and sentences that changed the world. And you'll see how you, too, can harness language not just to survive, but to inspire. Don't forget to subscribe our channel, like and share the video. May you soon discover your true direction in life.